Hi everyone, it's Mike.
And Ravin.
And we're about to play Mission 1 for Marvel Zombicide.
Yep, Mission Z1-The Hunger.
And I'm going to take control of Wasp and Hulk this time. We might switch if you want to try them out too and everything, but I got their play cards over here.
Yep, and I have Captain Marvel and Iron Man's play cards with me.
We painted up a couple more guys, and we painted up Spider-Man that's over on the Daily Bugle over there.
Yeah.
Some of the bystanders we painted up too. So at the start of this one, I already put those there. We'll use the ones that we have painted so far, and then if we need more, we'll use the ones that aren't of the bystanders. So you're supposed to shuffle these up and then put them in the bystander spots. So there's one here, one over there, one by the box office here, one right there.
Cool.
And then sometimes there's guards that show up with bystanders too.
Right.
So, and then Raven will read the story for the mission, and we'll tell you how to win with objectives.
So, the hunger. The infection was almost instantaneous, and with it came the endless hunger. Always there, always pushing you for your next meal. When it takes you over, it doesn't matter who you were, what your morals were, or who your friends and family were. If they are alive, they are food. This hunger, it cannot be sated, only suppressed.
So what also was this weird, I know there's other people that know from our Zombicide games, these buildings everyone's been asking about, they actually open too. So Raven painted these ones up. That's the Blockbuster movie store. We got a Deadpool and then there too. So you can actually go inside of them too.
Yeah.
And then the comic book store. You got Wolverine in there too. Same with the pasta store over there. That one opens up too.
Yep.
So that's from...
And the donut shop.
Donut shop too. We did Khaleesi design that one too.
She did.
Her daughter. So that's from, same as that billboard there, SigmariteBoutique. If anyone, I know people's been asking in Facebook groups and stuff where we get them from.
Yes, they have.
So you want to read the objectives for this one?
Sure. They can run, but they cannot hide. Accomplish these objectives in any order. Devour all bystanders. The game is lost if a bystander escapes the map. And take all objectives. Then escape via the exit with all zombie heroes. Any zombie hero may leave through the zone for free at the end of their turn as long as there are no enemies in it.
So the bystanders are the ones we did at the start there, the random ones in each building there. Right. And then the objectives are the red boxes there too.
So the special rules are the taste of flesh. Each bystander gives 5 XP to the zombie hero who devours them.
So the tutorial we get 0. This one we got 5 for each one.
Yep, and each objective gives 5 XP to the zombie hero who takes it.
Okay, so get the bystanders and the objectives and then get to that exit. That's it for the rules?
And because we only have 4 zombie heroes, yes, that's it.
Oh, yeah, because for the 5 one, I believe the spawn was on the map there. Can I see?
Yeah, the green spawn point is only used in the game if you have 5
Oh, so heroes. Over here by this fist building we got,
yeah,
it would be right over there if we had 5. We're thinking like when we get the Kickstarter goals and all the stretch ones in June, maybe we'll go back and play with the new characters with 6 characters in it?
Yeah, we're thinking that.
So we'll decide who goes first and start the first round. So I'm going to activate Hulk first.
All right.
And he's going to go here for 1. I'm going to open this door in front of him for 2. And then we got to spawn with the exclamation points. So there's none in that one. So there's 1 here and 1 there. And when we open the door, we see who the bystander is. So it's Mary Jane. After attacking, you may increase hunger to reroll all dice rolls once.
Cool.
So we'll put her there. We just finished painting her up too.
Nice.
So we'll put her in there. And then let's see what the spawns are. So, escorted bystander. So you get 1 guard, spawn 1 bystander with the guards.
Nice. We haven't had that yet.
Nope. So you get one of our guards here. Goes there. And we pick a random bystander to go with it. So the last one we didn't pick, Sharon Carter. So if you get her after performing a ranged attack, you may increase hunger to reroll any of your misses.
Nice.
So we'll put her down here. So she goes with the guards. So now she won't, if she was one that wasn't a fighting, she's a fighting one anyway, mm-hmm. They would go with the guards wherever they go.
Okay.
So she's going to follow that guard.
All right.
And then the other one, bedroom, 2 troopers. Going there. Okay. And I have one more thing I can do. I am going to get a trait. I'm not going to go in that building yet.
No.
What trait do I get? Lunge. Discard during your turn and increase hunger. Move up to one zone, ignoring enemies, and perform one free devour attack. I think Wasp bought that.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, and his hunger would have went up by 1.
All right.
And that's Hulk. So he's done. Did you want to activate one of your characters, or do you want me to do Wasp?
You can do Wasp first.
Okay. So I'm going to bring Wasp over here. So he's going to go 1, 2, and open this door.
Okay.
And let's see who's in this building. Wong, he was in our last one.
Nice.
After performing a melee attack, you can increase hunger to reroll any misses.
Cool.
And he's a fighting one too. And who's going to be in that zone? Oh, Trooper Russ. Spawn, then activate. 6 of them. Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So they're going to come into her zone. 3, 4, 6. Her hunger has gone up by 1 because she activated. So she moved, opened the door. She has one more thing she can do. I am going to attack and use Wasping. So I get 2 dice plus 1 more because she has 1 hunger. So hitting on freeze, 2 dice plus 1 because of hunger. Oh, I got 2. And I got 1 more hunger. So she's at hunger 2 now.
All right.
And she killed 2.
Nice.
So Wasp is done. And now you're going to use your heroes.
So I'm going to activate Captain Marvel first. So her hunger goes up by 1. She's going to move here for 1. And she's going to do Mighty Punches, which is 2 dice normally, but 3 dice now because she has hunger. So, hits on 3s. I got 1.
And 1 hunger, so we go up by 1.
Yep. And each time you attack with Mighty Punches, you may eliminate 1 trooper or specialist in your zone.
Cool, so you get one extra trooper.
So she's going to do that again. But now it's going to be 4 dice because she's at 2 hunger. Hits on 3s. Got 3. There's only 2 left. I don't even have to use Mighty Punches. And she's done. That was 3. So now Iron Man. I think he's going to come over here and open this up. So he's going to come here for 1. Open this door for 2.
You want to see who the bystander is in that one?
Let's see. It's Pepper Potts.
He got her last time, right?
Yep.
What does she do?
So once during your turn, you may increase hunger to draw 1 zombie trait.
Cool. So we'll grab her. We got Spawn in that zone.
So we have 2 specialists. So Iron Man has 1 more thing he can do. I increased his hunger by 1 too. He's going to shoot Missile Wave, which is 0 to 1. So it gets 3 dice normally. Because he has 1 hunger, it now gets 4.
Hits on what?
It's on 4s.
Oh, that's the one you can't get them out of the building, but you can push them away from that one too if they hit, right?
Yeah, no, it'd be cool if you could push them like back through a door.
You could too.
That'd be cool. So hits on 4s.
They got 3 of them.
There we go.
They only have 1 wound each. They have 2 activations, but they only have 1. And you wouldn't hit Pepper because you have to devour the bystanders.
Right. And that's my turn.
So now it's the phase of the humans now. So they would move up. They would move up. And Mary Jane is not a fighting bystander, so she'll try to move to the closest spawn point so she can get off the board. If she gets off the board, we lose the game because she escaped.
Right.
Sharon Carter is going to be with that guard. So, and she's a fighter one anyway, so she's going to come towards us anyway.
Okay.
So that's them. So now we're going to do the spawning. So by the Daily Bugle. we got all troopers extra activation. So troopers would move into there. And that's it. Because the bystanders aren't troopers.
Right.
So the bystanders don't get an extra activation when it says all troopers. I was checking if they're the same as troopers when they go.
Right.
The only ones that get an extra activation, if you got an extra activation guard, the escorted bystander would activate with the guard and go with them.
That makes sense.
So from the subway, 2 specialists. We didn't get many of them in our tutorial game. We got some this time now.
No, yeah.
So 2. We only have 2 painted, so now we got to paint more of those ones too.
Cool.
And that's their phase. So now it goes back to us. So I'm going to activate Hulk.
All right.
And he's going to attack those 2 troopers in his zone.
Cool.
So I am now at 2 hunger. He is going to do smash. So it's 3 dice. Plus 2 because he has 2 hunger.
Nice.
And minus 1 toughness, but they're only toughness 1 anyway, so that doesn't matter.
Right.
Unless using Thunderclap, you may re-roll any dice if there's a superhero in your zone, but no superhero.
Okay.
So, on 5s? No, not on 5s, 5 dice. On 4s. Ooh, that was all misses and 3 hunger.
Yikes.
So, I can't get past 4, so I'm ravenous now.
Okay.
So that was my first activation. My second activation, I'm going to do that again. So I got 4 dice because I'm ravenous. Plus, I need 1 more dice. Let's use this one. And I'm going to try smash again in that zone.
All right.
Hitting on. Oh, I can't do smash because when you're ravenous, all you can do is devour.
I was just about to ask you that.
Yeah, so I get 1 dice for devour plus 4. That makes sense why I wouldn't have an extra dice. 4 dice plus 1 because of devour. So 5 dice. Hitting on 4s. And this can only target 1 character.
Okay.
Even if I get a bunch of hits, it's only hitting 1.
Okay.
So that hits.
Yep.
That one doesn't matter because I'm going to go down to 0 after.
Okay.
So I devour that 1 guy. Oh, fell over.
He was so hungry, he just fell on his back.
He's asleep now. So I'm at 0 now. Got 1 XP. I got 1 more thing I can do. I'm going to attack with smash again. So 3 dice standard now because I don't have any hunger. Hitting on 4s. I got him, but I got 1 hunger. So that's gone. And XP. Now what do I have here? Lunge. Discard during your turn and increase hunger. Move up to 1 zone, ignoring enemies, and perform 1 free devour attack. Ooh. I get hit by that guy. I'm going to do that right now.
All
so
right.
I'm going to discard lunge. The power. And I get to increase hunger, so it's at 2 now.
Okay.
Move up to 1 zone, ignoring enemies, and perform 1 free devour attack. So I'll move up to there, and I'll do 1 free devour attack.
So you're going to try to eat Sharon Carter.
I can eat Carter. Oh, that comes into play too, though. It's target priority. Wasp doesn't have to do target priority.
Oh.
But everybody else does.
Okay.
When you devour or eat.
Right.
So I have to hit the guard first.
Okay.
So I'm going to target the guard. So it's 2 dice normally. 1 dice plus 2 because I have 2 hunger.
All right.
I need a 4 here. Oh, I got to get 2 4s because he has 2 toughness.
Right.
Oh, I was lucky there.
Yep.
So I devour the guard. I get 1 XP, and my hunger's down at 0. What I'm going to check with escorted bystanders, I don't know if the guard comes back at the end of the turn or how that works, so I'm going to check that too. So interesting thing with escorted bystanders, you'll have to keep track of them because they move with their guards in their zone. We know that. Combat bystanders attack with their guard escort. We know that. An escorted bystander does not move if there's no guards in their zone, though combat bystanders still attack. So she's not going to move, but she'll still attack in that zone.
Right.
Another thing is, if there are no guards in the escorted bystander zone, at the end of the enemy phase, spawn a guard there. So if there's no one in that zone when their enemy phase is done, we have to spawn another guard in her zone.
Okay.
Non-combat bystanders are not removed from the board if their guard escort happens to lead them over a spawn zone.
Okay.
So if that was a non-combat one and she went over a spawn point, she wouldn't get removed from the table.
Okay.
So that's important things to remember. So we'll have to keep track of who's the escorted bystanders in this too.
Right.
So maybe putting a marker or leaving the card there might be a pain, but we'll figure it out. It's not a big game anyway, but remember that other ways to put a token or something that's an escorted bystander.
All right.
So Hulk's done, but we have to get Sharon Carter so that she doesn't get that guard back in her zone at the end of the phase, not at the start, because that means she'll get attacked, but we got to remember at the end.
Right.
Okay. Do you want to activate one of yours, or do you want me to finish up Wasp?
Oh, you can finish up Wasp.
Okay, so there's no 1, 2, 3. She can't really do anything right now. So I'm going to activate her. She's at free hunger now.
Okay, she could go get Wong.
Yep, 1, 2, and then she's going to try to devour Wong.
All right.
So 3 dice because she's hungry, and 1 dice because of devour. So 4 dice. Needing 4s. She got 1.
Nice.
And the hunger doesn't matter because it's going to go to 0 at the end.
Okay.
So she devours Wong. Hunger is down at 0, and I get 5 AP. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, she's at 7 now. So she gets another activation.
Cool. Want to pick up the objective? She's standing on it.
Yeah, I'm going to get Wong's card, though. So now, after performing a melee attack, you can increase hunger to reload any misses.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
So 1. And I got 1 more activation, so I'll pick this up.
Cool.
5 more AP. So she's at 12. And she's done. So now it's over to your 2 heroes.
So I'm going to activate Iron Man first. He's going to go up to 2 hunger now. Mm-hmm. He's going to come in here for 1, and he's going to try to devour
Pepper Potts again.
Potts. So that's 2 dice for his hunger and 1 dice for devour. So hits on 4s. I
nope.
didn't do it.
And you got 1 hunger too.
So I'm going to try that again with 1 more dice. Nothing again. And then 2 more hunger. So he's ravenous now.
And that's his turn?
Yep. That didn't work out. I thought it would. So I'm going to activate Miss Marvel now. For her first, she's going to open this door.
So then we got to see what that bystander is. It's probably going to be Jameson, because it's the painted one.
J. Jonah Jameson.
What does he do?
If enemies spawn within range 2 before any rush, you may increase hunger to move 1 zone, ignoring enemies. That's cool.
Yep. What's cool about Jameson too, in the Axel model, they have it's etched in the Menace and the Daily Bugle in there, which is pretty cool for the details they have.
Yeah.
So even the ones on the ground have Daily Bugle on them, so they did a good job with that too.
Yeah. So I'm going to spawn in that room.
I am in yellow, so 8 troopers.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of a situation there. I think the next thing Captain Marvel's going to do is pick up a zombie trait.
Okay. What did you get?
So we got resist hunger. Discard during your turn. Decrease hunger by 1.
Oh, that's a new one.
So she opened the door. She picked up a trait. And she's going to move out of the way. Over here. And that's her last thing.
So is that everybody now?
Yes.
So, Sharon Carter will go first. And she's a fighter one, so she'll do 1 damage to Hulk.
All right.
Mary Jane will go. She'll move here. She doesn't attack or anything.
No.
The specialist will go 1, 2 over by the comic book store.
Okay.
These guys are going to come. They go towards because there's no noise in us, they go towards the closest zombie hero.
Right.
Jameson isn't a fighting one, so he'll go towards the closest spawn to try to escape.
Right.
And Pepper will attack Iron Man. She got payback, so she's going to get 1 damage to Iron Man.
Okay.
So by Daily Bugle. Oh, Super Russ, 6. Spawn and activate. So they'll go here.
Okay. Spawned and activated.
So by the subway. Uh-oh. Sidearm. Troopers open fire. All troopers perform one sidearm attack targeting only zombie heroes. Oh, that's not good. So, no troopers there, none there, but these ones are all going to attack Miss Marvel.
Okay.
So, we got to roll for them. So, for those 6 that just spawned and activated, hitting on 5s. 2 hit. So, she takes 2 damage from them. So, these 8 are going to shoot 2.
Okay.
So, I'll do 6 first. 1 hit, and I got to roll 2 more. So 1 more hit. So you took 1 more damage. So Miss Marvel got shot at a bunch of times. You got to watch out for that too. That was scary.
Yeah, it was.
Which hit points at now?
She's at 2.
Ooh, that was close.
Yep.
Okay. So then it's going to be over to our activation. So Raven had a good idea. We'll put around the circle around the escorted bystander. That way we know that's the one that's the escorted.
Right. Yep.
And at the end of the phase, a guard would be put back in that zone.
Okay.
Because he was an escorted bystander.
Right.
Okay. So now we'll do our phase. So I'm going to activate Hulk first.
Okay.
He gains 1 hunger, so he's at 1.
All right.
And I am going to attack the guard first.
Okay.
So I get 3 dice for smash and 1 more because of my hunger, so 4 dice. Hitting on 4s.
Cool.
So this is for the guard. I need to hit... Oh, and because I'm strongest one there is, enemies have -1 toughness against your attacks to a minimum of 1 unless using Thunderclap. You may re-roll any dice if there's a superhero. No superhero.
Right.
So I only got to get 1 of these.
Okay.
Because he's toughness 1 now. And I got 1 hunger, 2 6s.
Okay.
So guard's done. Doesn't go to the bystanders because you have to devour them. Even the attacking bystanders, you have to devour them.
Right.
So that's 1 AP. 1 hunger up. So he's at 2. Next, he's going to devour the escorted bystander because I don't want another guard to get there.
Right.
So 2 dice because he has hunger and 1 for devour. Got to hit on 4s. Got it. Now, because I got 2, it doesn't carry on to Mary Jane. You only attack the one person with devour.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, I don't devour Mary Jane too. I think there's some heroes that can do more than 1.
2 at a time? Okay. That's good to know.
I got the escorted bystander.
But you still have 1 more.
My hunger goes down to 0. I get... Does it say? Each bystander gets 5 XP. So even the escorted ones, because that's a bystander, I get 5 XP for that one too.
Right.
1, 2, 5. So I am at yellow now.
Okay.
So I've done 2 things so far. I am going to try to get... Oh, and I get Sharon Carter's card. So after performing the ranged attack... that's not going to matter for him. I can reroll. So now I'm going to try to devour Mary Jane.
Okay.
So I get only 1 dice so now. Because his hunger's at 0.
Right.
I need a 4. And this is my 3rd thing. 4. Nice.
Yeah.
So, hold on Mary Jane. Now, I can choose to keep Sharon Carter or keep that one. After attacking, you may increase hunger to reroll all dice once. Yeah, I'm going to use that one because he doesn't use ranged.
Right.
So, I'll take that one instead of Sharon Carter's.
Okay.
I got 1 more thing I can do. I'm just going to move into this zone. He's going to go on the bed. So I can get that objective later.
Okay.
And Hulk's done. I'll activate Wasp too.
Okay.
It says after performing a melee attack, you can increase hunger to reroll any misses. Wasp thing. Oh, yeah, it's... So punching is melee.
Yes.
On there. That is ranged. So I can't use Wong's ability because it's a ranged attack, even though it's 0 to 1, but it's still a ranged attack.
Okay.
So Wong's kind of pointless with her.
Right.
But she does have 4 activations, so she's going to go 1 here. I'll pick up a trait for 2. What trait do I get? Support to the hunger. Discard during your turn. Increase hunger by any amount. Ignore Ravenous's turn. Ooh. That's going to come in handy later if I need that. If I need a lot of attacks.
Did you increase the hunger for her turn?
Yeah, I got to go up by 1. So she has 1 hunger. And I'm going to do Wasp Sting out there because it's 0 to 1.
Okay.
So 2 dice normally plus 1 because of the hunger.
All right.
I can increase. So take 1 damage because of the hunger, but if I increase it by more, I'll get more dice. I'll see. I'll go attacking over this one. I moved. I got a trait, and I'll attack. Because I don't want you to get... Yeah, I'm going to do submit to the hunger now.
Okay.
So, submit to the hunger. I'll discard it to increase my hunger by any amount. Ignore Ravenous this turn.
Okay.
So, I'll bring it up to 4.
Nice.
I won't get damage at the end of my turn because I ignore Ravenous.
Cool.
So, I bring it up to 3 because if I'm at 4, when you're Ravenous, you can't do your normal attack. All you can do is devour.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I'll bring it up to 3 so then I can still do Wasp Sting.
Okay.
But I still ignore Ravenous this turn.
Okay.
So I get 3 dice because of my hunger and 2 dice because of Wasp Sting.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. 3s. Oh, that's 2 hunger, but I got 2 of them.
Nice. It's helpful.
2. She's at 14. And her hunger goes up by 1. So now she's Ravenous.
Okay.
All she can do is move and devour.
All right.
She has 1 more thing she can do. I'm just going to... Ooh, there's no door at the back there. I'm going to move back here.
Okay.
So, she's done. At the end of her turn, she's Ravenous. She would take 1 damage, but she ignores it because of the card.
Right.
So now it's over to you guys. So who are you activating on your turn?
I'm going to activate Iron Man first, and he was Ravenous at the end of his last turn, so he should have taken the damage. So he is down at 3 now.
Okay. Because Pepper hit him once, and then you were Ravenous, so you would have had another damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what's he going to do?
He is going to try to devour Pepper again.
Okay.
So we have 4 dice for the Ravenous, and 1 more for Devour.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s. Hopefully this works out this time.
Yeah.
And it did. Pepper Potts' ability is once during your turn, you may increase hunger to draw 1 zombie trait, which is cool.
I think Deadpool gets that as an ability too, as his blue one.
Right. Okay. So now, because he devoured Pepper, he is in yellow. So he has 3 things left he can do.
You want to get that objective too?
I'm going to pick that objective up.
That gives you 5 AP too?
Yep. 1, 2, 4, 5. And so that was 2. He's going to come out here for 3. I'm debating whether he should move where Miss Marvel is or not. I think I'm going to leave him there.
Okay, you got 1 more thing. Do you want to get a zombie trait?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So, Rotten Stretch.
Stretch?
Sorry, Strength. I can't read today. Discard before attacking and increase hunger. Enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. Cool.
It's kind of like Hulk's ability.
Yeah. So, he is done. Now, on to Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, hunger goes up by 1. She is now Ravenous.
So all she can do is devour or move.
Yeah. So,
you got a lot of the guys coming too, so maybe, I don't know, you backing up maybe, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I think she should probably go.
At the end of your turn, though, if you don't get your hunger down, you take 1 damage too.
Yes. So, Miss Marvel is Ravenous. All she can do now is move and devour. So, she's just going to move. She's going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and if at the end of your turn, if you're Ravenous, you take a damage. But if you use that card, you can lower your hunger by 1, and then you won't take a damage.
Yeah, I'm going to do that because she has resist hunger.
And what's it do?
That you discard it during your turn, and it decreases hunger by 1.
So it'll make your hunger
down to 3.
So you're not Ravenous at the end of your turn, so you don't take a damage.
Yep.
Because then she would only be at 1 hit point, right?
Yeah.
So she's done?
Yep.
And that's everybody. So we'll do their phase now. So the specialists would do their first activation. Then they would go to the closest zombie hero. 1, 2, 1, 2. Same. We'll split them. Just like the other game if they're the same distance between.
Right.
These guys go here. These will come down here. Jameson would come here. And that's everybody. So now we got to do spawning.
Yep.
So from the Daily Bugle, more specialists. No one's in orange yet.
Nope.
So 2 specialists. Lots of specialists this game.
Yeah.
And by the subway station. Trooper Rush, 5. Spawn and activate. So they'll go right there.
Okay.
Everybody spawn now.
Yep.
And then it's over to our phase. I'm going to activate Wasp and go get Jameson.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3 she's going to devour. So she gets 4 dice because she's ravenous and 1 for devour.
All right.
4s. She gets it.
Nice.
So I devour Jameson. And what does she do? If enemy spawn was in range 2 before any rush, you may increase hunger to remove one zone ignoring enemies. I'm going to put that as my trait because Wong does melee and she doesn't do melee.
Right.
So I get Jameson. 5 AP.
All right.
She is now, that's the first time I think we've got the orange, so she's an orange now.
Yeah, I think so.
So that goes down to 0. So she was here, she went 1, 2, devour. She's done 3 things. For now her orange ability, once during your turn, you may spend 1 action to perform a move action, moving up to free zones and ignoring enemies. So she can fly right over those if she wants to. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go, we need that objective. So I'm going to move up to 3. 1, 2, good.
Yep.
She's done. So, Wasp is done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty good orange ability too, to get across the board.
Absolutely.
And then Hulk. I'll do Hulk too then.
Okay.
So Hulk. And Wasp is, yeah, she devoured Jameson, so she's at 0. Hulk goes up by 1 for hunger.
Okay.
He's going to move here for 1. And then I'm going to try to attack that specialist. So 3 dice because of smash, plus 1 because of hunger.
All right.
Hitting on a 4. He'd be -1 toughness, but he's already toughness 1 already.
Okay.
4th. Hit.
Nice.
So he's gone. Getting 1 more P. So he's done 2 things.
Okay.
2. I'll let you go get the objective.
Okay.
2, 3, 4. I'll smash open that door so we have a way to get to the exit later.
All right.
Hulk's done. So then it's over to your 2 heroes.
So, Miss Marvel, I'm going to activate her first. Her hunger goes up to 4, so she is ravenous. All she can do at the moment is move and devour, but we're not going to be anywhere to devour, so she's just going to go 1, 2.
Hide behind the building?
Yeah. Yep, and because she's only 2 hit points. So she's still in blue, so she's just going to hang out there.
Oh, she's still at blue too?
She is.
And you can't get zombie traits when you're ravenous either, right?
No.
So you can't even do that.
And I can't pick up the objective. All I can do is move and devour. So
she's done?
She's done.
So at the end of the turn, she takes 1 damage because she's ravenous.
Yes.
So she's at 1 hit point?
Yeah.
Okay.
So next I'm going to activate Iron Man.
Okay. You have a zombie trait with Iron Man. What is zombie trait?
I do. Discard before attacking and increase hunger. Enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1.
If there was guards there, that would be good, but everyone there only has 1 toughness anyway.
Yeah.
The only way you would want to use it maybe is to increase your hunger so you get more dice to attack. But I think we're planning...
His hunger has to go up by 1 anyway because it was the beginning of his turn. And then, I don't know if he needs to...
You'd kill more people. You'd have... it's only 1 extra dice. It's up to you.
It's not going to get him into orange, though.
Okay.
So, maybe not. Okay. So, he is going to use Missile Blast.
Okay.
Which is 3 dice normally, and then 1 for his hunger.
And what's the blue on Missile Blast?
His blue ability is Repulsor Blast. And after attacking with Missile Wave, You may push all enemies in that zone into an adjacent zone.
It says may, right? That's the big thing I wanted to know.
You may push.
Okay, so you don't have to.
Yes.
Because you can attack, then push.
Yes.
If it says you have to, that means you have to move them, and then it limits your amount you can kill.
Yeah.
And
and his missile wave is only 0 to 1. So.
Yeah. So yeah, you'd want to have attack, don't move, and then attack again, then maybe move?
Yes.
Okay.
So. 4 dice.
Hits on 4s, I think?
Yeah.
Hit 1.
Yep.
And 1 hunger goes up.
So. These guys.
So that was your first action?
Yes. Second action, he's going to do that again, but he gets another dice because his hunger is now at 2.
Okay.
So. 5 dice this time. Hits on 4s. No hunger this time, but 2 more.
So you have 2 actions left?
Yes.
What are you going to do? Are you going to shoot again to clear some up? Or are you going to, after that attack, what if you push them away?
I think I'm going to push them away just to be safe.
And then move. Okay. So at the end, with Missile Blast, you would have knocked them back by 1?
Yeah. So they would move.
Actually, I can fly over them, but do you want to move them down the other way?
This way?
Yeah. Because with my orange ability with Wasp, I could fly over them, but just for a precaution, maybe we should move them down there just in case.
Why? And then if they shoot, if I get a shooter thing.
Oh, that'd be bad too, yeah. So putting them down there is better.
Yeah. Because that's how Miss Marvel got into her problem.
Yeah,
right?
that's a tough card too.
So.
You have 2 more things you can do with Stark.
He's
Iron
going to
Man.
go here.
And you got 1 more thing.
He's going to pick up another zombie trait.
Okay. What traits you get?
Ambush. Uh-oh.
Spawn 1 trooper in your zone, then draw another trait. Okay. So you still get to pick another trait though.
Discard Frenzied. Discard during your turn and increase hunger. Perform 1 free attack action.
Okay, what's your hunger at now?
My hunger is at 2.
You can discard that now to do a free attack.
I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, his hunger is going to go up to 3.
Because it's still your turn.
Yes. So he's going to do Missile Wave at that guy, which is 3 dice and then 3 for his hunger.
Okay.
So he got it, but his hunger goes up to 4. And now he's ravenous.
So now your turn's done?
Yep.
So at the end of your turn, because you're ravenous, you take 1 damage?
Yep.
So what's his hit point now?
2.
Ooh, okay. And is that everybody?
Yes, it is.
So now it's their phase. So they'll move to the closest zombie hero. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same, so they'll split. 1, 2. 1, 2. These guys will go up. Oh, one of those was a runner. So I'm going to move that one up 1 more. Or specialists are called, not runners. So this will go back there because it was from the other spawn. These will move over here. And then we got to do spawning. So from the Daily Bugle. Specialist air. Oh, this is a new one. And we're in orange, right? Yes, because Wasp is in orange.
Right.
If drawn during the enemy phase, which it is, instead of spawning as usual, for each zombie hero, spawn 1 specialist in their zone.
Ooh.
Well, that's cool. So they drop right in front of us. It's an airdrop.
Okay.
So that's a new one.
Yeah.
So for each zombie hero, so there'd be 1, and that hinders what we were going to do.
Yep.
1 there. And then we need specialist. 1 in her zone. 1 would go into Iron Man's zone.
Right.
And from the subway. Oh, escorted bystander. We got another one. So we get free guards and a bystander. So we'll see who comes there.
Okay.
So we got the free guards down there.
Yep.
And then the escorted bystander. Let's see, it won't be painted. Okay. So once during your turn, you may increase hunger to perform 1 free melee attack.
Oh, nice.
So be the escorted bystander with these guys.
Okay.
So, sees the escorted bystander with the marker there.
Yep.
And now it's over to our activation. So, the mission starts with 4 bystanders on the board. And the objectives are devour all bystanders. The game is lost if any bystander escapes the map. I think they meant the bystanders that were already set up on the board, not ones that randomly show up, because that would extend the game even longer, because that one came here.
Right.
And we'd have to divert over here. And it's an easy mission. I don't think that's what they meant, that we'd have to kill everyone. You can play it that way, but we're not, because then it would extend the game longer.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to play harder, maybe, or if we had more heroes, we'd play it that way. We'd have to go back and get her now.
Yeah, not that the time limit is ever what it says in the book, but I can't imagine I can't imagine you'd be able to do that in 25 minutes if you kept spawning other bystanders. So
we'll play it that way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to activate Hulk first, and he's going to go up by 1 hunger, so he's at 2. And I'm going to attack that specialist in my zone.
Okay.
So he gets 3 dice normally, 2 because of hunger.
Okay.
And he's -1 toughness, but that doesn't matter. He's at toughness 1.
Right.
So, force. 1 hunger, and he's done.
Nice.
And I go up by 1, so I'm at 3 hunger. 3. He's gone. So that was his first thing. His second thing is to go here. His third thing is to pick that up. So
nice.
He gets 5 points for that. He's at 16. And his last thing is to go back up here.
Cool.
He's done. I got Wasp now. Wasp goes up by 1. A piece, he's at 1.
Okay.
I am going to attack with Wasp thing there, so 0 to 1. 2 dice plus 1 because of hunger.
All right.
Hitting on 3s. So you got it.
Nice.
So Wasp, that. She's at 20 now.
Holy.
So spend 1 more to pick this up. So she's at 25.
Nice.
She's kind of been our MVP a little bit both games.
Yeah, I was going to say. She's been
when she gets the red, tiny body, big meal. Once during your turn, you may perform 1 free devour attack. If you target a trooper, guard, or specialist, so any of the guys, they are automatically eliminated. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So she's pretty cool. So she attacked, got the objective. She has 2 more things she can do. She can go here. She has 1 more thing. I could go 1, 2, 3, but that's dangerous.
Yes.
I could go 1. That's no point in me going 1, 2 into this building because there's no other doors. That would be kind of like an assassin move if she came through here and then killed her and then came off.
That was what I was wondering.
If there was a door here so you could do that, that'd be kind of badass.
That would be.
I can't even go out here, shoot, and go back because she only has 2 activations left.
Right.
So I'm just going to pick up a trait for her.
Okay.
And you can only pick up 1 trait. You can't pick up 2.
Right.
So, Frenzied. Discard during your turn to increase hunger. Perform 1 free attack action.
Nice.
Good. And she's done. So over to you.
So I'm going to activate Iron Man first, and he is ravenous.
So can't go up anymore.
No. So he's going to attack this guy.
You have to
devour him. So it's the 4 dice because he's ravenous, and then 1 for devour. And it hits on 4s. Let's hope he doesn't totally miss me.
You got it.
He's good. So hunger goes down. Goes up by 1. And then he's going to...
Was also, I'm going to check because we're used to the other one. I don't think there's any in the way or hitting your own guys in this because if you fire missiles in Miss Marvel's zone, can you help her out and kill that guy for her?
I don't know.
I'm going to check as if there's friendly fire in this. So we're trying to find out if you can shoot into other zones so that you won't hit them like in the other Zombicide games.
Right.
But there's a note right here. Other zombie heroes in targeted zone are not affected by your attacks, even if you miss. You may be a zombie, but you're still a mighty hero.
Cool.
So I wonder if the hero one is different because you don't want to hit your own heroes. Zombie heroes don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But so that's important. And you can also shoot out of your zone too. It said that earlier in the rules. Over on here. Page 19, it talks about the ranged attacks and everything.
Cool.
So even if there was guys in that zone, you could shoot into another like get to a different zone to shoot. You don't got to shoot in the zone you're in.
Right.
So, that being said, do you want to shoot missiles at that runner before you get off the board and help out Miss Marvel?
Yeah, we'll try that. So, Iron Man is going to shoot missiles at this dude that's behind.
The specialist?
Miss Marvel. Yes, the specialist. So, 3 dice. Hits on force.
You got 1, but 2 hunger. So you got 2 activations left?
And he's going to just get off the board. I think that's the
Yep, there's no villains in that, or heroes, villains, whatever you want to call them, or zombies, so they're villains to us.
Yeah.
So you can get off the board now, because we've got all the objectives, and we're saying the escorted bystanders aren't part of the bystander mission.
Right.
You could play that way, but it'd be kind of tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think maybe if you played, you could add that for another difficulty for 5 to 6. If you're playing 5 to 6, you could have the spawn point that's there, and then you have to eliminate all bystanders.
Yes.
Because then you'd have 2 float characters that could go around and deal with crap on the board.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, actually. So, Iron Man is going to go.
Okay.
So, he's done.
And then you got Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
She's just going to escape too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, her hunger would have went up by 1?
But she's at 4.
Oh, okay.
Already,
So, okay.
All she can do is move anyway.
To make it difficult, it'd be tough if you had to get off the board if you weren't ravenous too.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really hard. I don't know in some cases how you would even pull that off, really. But
You'd have to make sure there's enemies and get off the board where you're not ravenous. It would be rough.
Yep.
Okay.
But she's off the board. She's done.
So then it's their face, and then it gets my 2 guys left.
Yep.
So these troopers would move up. I'll just do the escorted ones first. They would come down here and move. That. And then this specialist, we'll do the specialist. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 is closer. So he's going to go 1, 2. There.
Okay.
Same back here. They're closer to this zone. So they're going to go. Oh, there's a specialist there too. 1, 2. We painted the rooms differently in Zombicide. This one I didn't. I made them all black, so I have to pay attention to who's who. There's clouds on the base of those ones, the dust from them running.
Oh, okay.
That's how you can tell them
I was
different.
wondering what that was.
And they have their jetpacks on the back.
Right.
So, I think that's everybody. No specialists in there? No.
There's one lone one over there.
Oh, yeah. So, this one, 1, 2, yeah, closest. 1, 2. Oh, he'll have to kill that one before he gets off the board.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have to do spawning. So, from the Daily Bugle. There's a superhero at the end, showing up late.
Yep.
So, let's do that. Oh, of course. Spider-Man. We wanted to try him out because we got him painted. But, spawn to the closest zombie. Oh, you know why this was even cooler? Wasp. This is why I'm liking Wasp. Spawns in the closest zone with a zombie hero. So, the closest zone to this spawn point is here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Spider-Man's going to start right there.
Okay.
If it was here, it'd be different. That'd be Hulk could deal with him because he has the -1 toughness, but it's easier for Wasp because he can just run away.
Right.
So, Spider-Man spawns to the closest zombie hero.
Right.
That's his ability, and he has 4 toughness. And from the subway. Oh, guard rush. Spawn, then activate. So, we're in orange, 3 more guards. So, Orky has a whole bunch of guards in that zone.
Yeah.
I mean, thematically that'd be cool. Like if she would have went through there, and because she doesn't target priority, she could have killed her with all those guards.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Escaped Spider-Man, went through the building, killed her, and then ran away.
Yep.
But that's all the spotting. So now would be my activation. So let's do Hulk first.
Okay.
Oh, can she? Yeah. So Hulk will go. Oh, he goes up by 1, so he is ravenous now.
All right.
He'll go here, and then he'll devour. So he gets 4 dice because he's ravenous, plus 1 for devour.
All right.
And I need 4s. Oh yeah, he's hungry.
Yeah.
He's done. So he's done 2 things. I can't do anything else to help him go, so he's just going to go off the board.
All right.
Hearts. Okay. That's funny. Because Wasp wants to go out like a champ. She's going to go hunger up by 1, so she's at 2 now.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Joe Jana Jameson is the trait she has right now.
Yeah.
If enemies spawn within 2 before any rushes, you may increase hunger to move one zone, ignoring enemies. It's kind of... He spawned in her zone before any rushes. I guess we could have done it that... If I did it, she could have moved one zone into here.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they mean enemies like the specialist troopers and guards, not superheroes. So I'm not going to manipulate it that way. But she could have moved here because of Jameson, maybe?
Yeah.
Depends how you read
said
the
something
card.
about rush, too, so I don't know if...
Spawn within 2, because Spider-Man did spawn within 2. He spawned, and it says in the card, spawns in the closest zone was a zombie hero.
Yeah.
So he did spawn there.
Yeah.
Says it in the... So before any rushes, you may increase hunger to move one zone. If enemies spawn within range of 2. He did spawn within 0 range, so...
Yeah.
He could have moved.
Yep.
If I can't get off what I think, I'll see, because I'm going to sing 1, 2, 3, 1... Yeah, she can do it anyway. If I couldn't have done that, I would have manipulated it that way if I couldn't get off the board.
Right.
That's technically not cheating because that's what the card says.
No.
But I'll do it this way. So I do have Frenzy with her. So I'm going to discard card during your turn and increase hunger. Perform 1 free attack action.
All right.
So it makes my hunger 3. And I'm going to kill Spider-Man before I get off the board.
Okay.
Hopefully. So that's 3 dice because she's hungry.
Yeah.
And 2 dice. She doesn't get many attacks, but she hits good and she can do some cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I may ignore target priority when attacking. So right now I could actually hit the specialist if I want, but I want to try to kill Spider-Man.
Okay.
Anything else you can do? No, but I need to hit on 3s. Come on, 4 3s. 4 3s. Come on, Wasp. 1. Oh, no. I hit on 3s. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm getting it. Hit on 3s, but I have to hit 4 times. Because he has 4 toughness. That's why I'm getting confused. I thought I had the toughness is how many times you hit. It's not what you have to hit by. Okay. I thought I had to hit on 4s. No, I just got to hit 4 times.
Right, and you hit 4 times.
Yeah, that's what I was confused. Yeah. So I hit 4 times. Exactly. Go up by 1 hunger, so now she's ravenous.
Okay.
But she does kill Spider-Man.
Nice.
Getting 4 AP. She's at 29.
Nice.
She's... We gotta get a little... we did get extra ones if we get other ones. Have little Spider-Man's on a page.
That'd be funny. Yeah, the
so,
web goo even. I don't know if we could make the web goo.
Yeah. Okay. So, that was her first activation. For her second activation, she'll do Biokinetic Wings. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 action to perform a move action, moving up the free zones and ignoring enemies. So, screw you. It's not each zone. It's super slippery, basically. Right?
Yeah.
So... her second action is to go 1, 2, 3. And then her other action is to go here and get off the board. Awesome. If I really wanted to be a jerk, I think I could have shot at them and then try to go too, but
no.
She's off the board. So we finished it. I thought it was going to be easy. We test ran it with Khaleesi and her friend earlier, and it was a little bit easier. More superheroes showed up, but this was a little harder the second time. So it's nice that you've played the same game twice today, and it was different. Quite a bit
and we
each
didn't
time.
Alter any.
This was a little tough.
And we didn't alter any of the parameters for the kids either. We did the same.
They did their own thing. Like Hulk, I think Hulk was over here, and they had a couple people at 1 hit point, but they were able to escape too.
Yeah. So that was fun. I like all the new added stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take time to get used to not having to put noise tokens and do all not needing something to open the door and stuff,
and not having to worry about friendly fire because you did the missile wave too. Was cool.
Yep.
I've been used to Wasp because I've used her twice now. I'm liking her.
Yeah.
I know that people are liking Captain America. I think he's a favorite too. But
I'm liking
Wasp.
Yeah, and I think Iron Man continually devouring Pepper Potts is funny.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
She hit him this time though.
She did.
But just like in the other one, all the newer ones that you see that within this one, because we got 2 copies, they'll be in the store. So there'll be another Spider-Man in the store too.
Yeah, if anybody's interested.
And what was the new one? Sharon Carter, Jameson was new. Yeah. So all the new painted ones you see in this will be up in the Etsy store.
Cool.
We have other copies of the soldiers, which are over there, over by our skinny pigs, if you can see them, but they're painted mascots. But I haven't started those yet, but they'll be up in the store later too if people want more troopers.
They will. Soon enough. So thanks for coming out. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
See ya.